What's up, everybody? Welcome to the stream if you're new, or if you're just viewing it for the first time. We always welcome new members to our live streams every night at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I hope you all come in and join us. That would be fantastic. We love to have new people come in, new members joining up. Hope you enjoy watching the videos. We have a lot of live stream videos, and we also have a lot of painting videos and how-to videos. A lot of them are in playlists, so you can just do the whole list, however you want. In fact, this is one of my paintings behind me. Well, it's not the whole thing, but it's some of it, a good part of it. So let me see who's going to show up tonight. We'll find out soon enough. I'm expecting, let's see, in order, probably Ken, then Recon. There's Pamela. Hi, Pamela. How are you? Glad you made it again. 2 nights in a row. My gosh. I'm going to faint. Glad to see you back. That's fantastic. Thank you. Yeah, this is what I did quite a number of years ago. It's not quite the whole thing, but it's all I could fit in the green screen part of it. Don't do what? Oh, have a stroke? Yeah, I hope not. Something's missing on my video here. Oh, I think I know what it is. I gotta fix something. And how are you doing tonight? I'm shocked that you were the first one here, actually. Normally, Ken is sitting right there with his finger on the button to join, because he's usually really the first one. Once in a while, Trinity will show up first. Recon's, he's normally late, but that's Recon. I've been working on a song all day today. Toothache, no bueno. I agree. I was plagued with toothaches all my life, and they were no fun. And back when I was a kid, my parents couldn't afford dentists very often. It was get it pulled or suffer. Most of the time, I got pulled. Luckily, when I went into the Navy, which was back during the Vietnam War, they fixed them all. And even back then, the dentist told me the amount of work they did on my teeth was like $5,000. That was a lot of money back in the early 70s. A lot of money now, for that matter. Headaches from the toothache, yeah. I remember being a young kid, even a young teenager, even before that. I'd have a toothache at night, and of course, when I was younger, I was in tears, and I'd get my mother up. My mother didn't have Orajel or anything like that, so first, she would try like an aspirin on it. Yeah, you do, for sure. But the way she cured it was probably not legal. She would just, back then they used to drink a little bit, put a little whiskey in a shot glass and have me slosh it on my tooth. My gum is in that area, which of course it burned at first, but after a little while it got pretty numb. She'd be sitting there going, "Don't swallow it." And I'd go, "Boom, what?" He'd help me go to sleep. Yes, it does. Well, after the first little shot, the rest go in pretty easily, and they sit right on that tooth and numb it pretty well. Like my kids had the same problem. My youngest daughter, I don't know how many times we brought her to the dentist. For God knows how many fillings she had. And eventually, she got all taken out. In fact, it was kind of in the family. My mother had false teeth when she was like 17. And I'm sure my grandparents brought her to the dentist. Just had bad teeth. Just you get that back then, and you get pyorrhea and gingivitis and all that crap, and they didn't have a big handle on all that stuff back then. Because my mother was born like 1937, I think. She's been gone for about 9 years now, 8 9 years. But um, back then, the dentists were a lot better on people. She got dentures. Well, she just needed the top. The bottom were able to save for many years, and she was already. By the time she got the dentures, she was already married and had my older brother and myself, and she didn't have the money. And the way she paid for them was the dentist said, "Make me 2 apple pies, 2 deep dish apple pies, and I'll take care of you." Who does that anymore? You couldn't get a dentist to do that for nothing now. Back then, they did. He pulled the top ones and got her dentures for 2 apple pies. Unheard of nowadays. Unheard of. In fact, I remember my father fell off a roof and hurt his back and stuff, and my sister being sick, and doctors actually coming to the house. I remember that. They don't do that anymore. I haven't done that for a long, long time. But I remember when doctors actually made house calls. Amazing. That was back when they had party lines. In fact, when I was a kid, we had a party line. There was 2 or 3 other people on the same phone line that we had. When you called somebody, everybody's phone rang. Or when you're just talking to somebody, always pick up the phone, be listening in on your conversation and whatever. Weird. Yeah, we miss you. I guess you must have had to leave last night, huh? Your teeth bothering you last night? Hello? Are you there, Pam? Huh, I must have lost you. Well, I'm surprised Ken's not here yet. I'm really surprised. I guess we lost Pamela. Or maybe she went to get something for that toothache. I think toothaches are one of the worst things you can have. That and the earache. I'm not sure which one's worse. Although I got a funny feeling I'm by myself again. No one's joining up yet. Huh. Wow. Alrighty. Ken must have got tied up with something, and so did. Of course, Recon may be running late. A lot of times he is. He stops to get dinner or something for him and the kids and his fiance. Probably Taco Bell. Yeah, I guess Pamela must have lost connection. Probably was in too much pain. Can't blame her for that. Well, I need to run to the restroom anyway. Alrighty, I'm back. Had to check something real quick. I guess Pamela's not here. Ken's not here. Recon's not here. It's been going on 13 minutes. If no one shows up here soon, then I guess I'll shut her down. Although it does show two people. You back, Pamela? Or maybe Ken's coming in. My crappy connection here doesn't help. That's for sure. Thank you, Viastat, for the worst internet I've ever had in my life. Want to acknowledge you, Viastat, for that. You win the prize. The only one that can compete with you probably is HughesNet. And at the moment, I'm not too sure that you can even beat out HughesNet. Although my daughter is actually going to order wireless AT&T. We'll see how that works out. It's a bit pricey. But she says I can hook into it if I want to for the live streams. But we'll see how good that signal is. I just put a wireless card in my computer here and I'll be able to hook up to it. So we really must have somebody lurking. Who's lurking? Might be that sneaky Minnie or Jennifer. Well, since no one's talking, I might as well check my connection. See just how bad it is. Wow, we are quite a few seconds away. Evidently, what I say, people hear about 30 seconds later. Terrible. Hmm. Yes, sir, Viasat. You've convinced me you are the king of crap. And I hope somebody from Viasat actually watches this. Well, whoever was here left. My goodness. Left me all by my lonesome. Been 17, 18 minutes almost. Oh, Recon. No Ken here, Recon. And Pamela's not here either now, I guess. I guess she left. Although it's showing 3 now, so it's possible Ken might be coming on. Or Pamela's having a toothache tonight, so I think she just probably was in too much pain and left. Nothing worse than a toothache. I was beginning to think that nobody was going to show up, but Pamela was actually here the second I went live. She was here. Surprised me. I was expecting Ken, actually, and then Pamela was here first. Two nights in a row. Hopefully she gets to the dentist tomorrow and gets that tooth fixed. I don't know if you recognize it. This is one of my paintings I did right here. Excuse me. You probably have seen it in the background before, but I made a green screen out of it. Yeah, I saw you said you got pulled over. I called the cops and told them to get your butt too, and they lived up to it. Yes. Yeah, you said you're lucky you didn't get a ticket. Lucky you. Well, if you gotta go home, that's okay. I mean, go, whatever. It's no biggie. Ken's probably, I don't know, something's going on with Ken tonight, or if he just, who knows, he might have fell asleep. If you have to go, you have to go. No big deal. I kind of felt like tonight was going to be like a really slow night anyway. Until I saw you log in, I was actually thinking about shutting it down because Pamela hasn't said anything for a while. About 15 minutes, I guess. And Ken wasn't here, and it wasn't look like you was going to show up. So if nobody else came in, I wasn't going to sit here all for an hour just talking to myself. No. In fact, I was kind of working on some background stuff for another video earlier today. I was up late last night too. I was up like most of the night. Could not sleep last night to save my life. And EST wrote me last night, said something about my Discord link wasn't working, so I may just pull the Discord right out of my tags and all that stuff, or the new tags and whatever. Nobody goes to Discord anyway, so that's probably what I'll do. I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm gonna take it out right now. There we go. Don't need it. There, I removed it from there. I think there's another place I can remove it too on my default setup stuff. Wasn't nothing critical. Not anyone's ever gone to Discord from that link, so not going to worry about it. Yeah, in fact, I was talking to Pam. We were talking about, using some whiskey or something to numb the pain when you ain't got no medicine for a toothache. Burns at first, but by golly, it does numb it. Maybe that's where she went. She might have reminded her what might help, and she might have went to get a shot or two and sloshed over that tooth and numb it down. Get some relief. Yeah, I'm still here. No, I disappeared. I went into the house. The house behind me, I went inside there. Nobody was there either. I just can't win. That new picture I did, the fall scene, got a lot of hits on it. I'm surprised. Like close to 150. Your phone went crazy on you again. Well, I guess it's just you and I now, unless Pamela comes back or Ken comes on, which by the looks, Ken must have something going on tonight. I don't remember if he said anything about it or not. Everybody knows my memory's no good, so if he told me there was something going on today, I don't remember. Yeah, I did, kind of drew some in. Hi, Caitlin. We did get somebody else. Caitlin, how you doing? I'm glad you came in. Did you watch my new video, Caitlin? The fall video? Tired, had a long day, but what's new? Well, I did a new painting the other day. I don't know if you saw it or not, but I did it with tin foil. Anybody could paint it, and it comes out nice. But anybody could paint it. It's easy to do. Even Recon could paint it. Yes. You could paint it too very easily. Doesn't take any talent for that picture, I can tell you that much. If you watch the whole thing, you'll see why, because it looks like a mess until you're done with it. But it's kind of fun to do it though. But it's not hard to do. Simple. Long day, huh? Yeah, me too. In fact, I was working on getting set up for another video part of the day here and stuff, and doing some stuff inside. I half expected Trinity to show up because Sunday night she's not in school, so a lot of times she'll come on a Sunday. But I didn't text her. I have to text her sometimes, and Nana has the phone, so I can't text anybody. Well, that'd be true if I was an experienced painter, because I'm not. I'm new at painting too. I'm still a beginner. If I was a great painter, I'd have money. I'd be rich. But since I don't have any money and I'm not rich and I'm poorer than one of them homeless people holding up the work for food signs, then evidently I'm not experienced enough yet either. Well, I fixed that, Caitlin, because I made sure that I turned on, because it turns off getting calls so she don't get woke up and all that stuff if she's sleeping or whatever. So I changed it so that anybody on our contact list can call. Yeah, you told me. Actually, I remember that. I remembered your shift was going to change. But that's okay. That's fine. Let me know. Now, the next thing is whether she has the volume up so she can hear it ring or not. And she seems to have trouble answering now. Because when your mother calls her, she just doesn't get it to push the red thing up to answer the phone. I keep telling her, but she spazzes out on me. But I think she actually had to call your mother back a couple of times because she couldn't figure out how to answer it properly. So that's what she did. So if she sees it's you, she'd just call you back anyway. We had someone named Pamela Cena here earlier. She was here last night too. She's been here before, but it's been quite a while. She used to be over on Brad's channel, the millionaire book scratcher guy I know, Brad, and she's come here a few times. So hopefully we'll start seeing her more. But I guess she left because she had a bad toothache tonight. Nothing worse than the toothache. I know I had plenty of them. I don't want any more. So when do you shift? What's your shift going to be? Do you know if it's going to be a nighttime shift now, recon, or second shift? I don't know what's worse, toothache or an earache. They're both like bad. Yep, toothache and earache is one of the couple of things that's enough to make a grown man have tears in his eyes. So did you fix dinner yet, Caitlin? I'm assuming you must have already ate at this time of night. Is there going to be a temporary change of shifts, recon, or a permanent one? We got a nighttime shift. I assume a lot of places have nighttime shifts, and they actually pay more because it's nighttime. I've had a job like that in the past where a nighttime shift paid more because nobody wanted to work nighttime. I always liked working nighttime shift. It was cooler. It was cooler and not that many bosses around, so you could do your job and not worry about bosses that are, some of them are a pain in the butt, looking over your shoulder constantly. Well, some bosses are pretty good. You know, if they know if you do your job, they leave you alone. But I've had places where whether you did your job right or not, they were looking over your shoulder constantly. And constantly reminding you they're the boss. Are you still here, Caitlin? Might have lost connection. Lately, people come and then they don't even say goodbye. They're just gone. Well, how long does it take you to train somebody for that particular job, Recon? Are you making your plate so you are fixing dinner? Okay. I just wondered. I kind of thought you maybe already ate already, or maybe you just got back in late. What are you having for dinner? Anything good? Ours was pretty simple. We had a chicken pot pie and mashed potatoes. Quick and easy. If your grandmother don't feel like cooking, that's when I pull out a can of beef stew. Or something like that. Or some other kind of junk. Ravioli, whatever. Yeah, I understand. I didn't know if you had some kind of an idea if it was a week-long thing, a 2-week thing, a month thing, or a couple months, or what the ballpark was. Huh. That fall scene got 164 views. The sad part is hardly anybody watched the whole thing. Just a couple minutes of it, whatever. Well, that was the average anyway. That don't mean nobody watched the whole thing, but most people didn't. Caitlin's so hungry, she's not even going to tell me what she's making. She's going to eat it first, then tell me. Oh, pork ribs. And mac and cheese, huh? All right. Well, since it's out of the oven, go get your dinner. I'm sure you're hungry. I'm actually hungry still because that one chicken pot pie and that little bit of mashed potatoes wasn't really enough. I might have to go grab a sandwich or something. But we had some spare ribs in there too. I kind of thought she'd make spare ribs for supper, but she didn't. She surprised me. Although at least she made mashed. I like mashed potatoes. I like potatoes. I like mac and cheese too. All right, but lately your grandmother's been on a mac and cheese kick. Just about everything is coming with macaroni and cheese. I'm kind of getting a little tired of it. All right, I'm gonna go get me. Actually, I'm just gonna get me a cup of coffee. I might grab something to munch on, but I'm gonna grab some coffee. So I'll be back. I doubt anybody else will come in anyway. So I'll put the "Be right back" sign up. Anybody comes in, I guess if you see them, you can yell. If not, I guess they'll have to wait. I'm back. I assume you both are probably still eating. Well, I figured she was eating, so that's why I answered you. Because she said she was going to eat, so I figured she was. She's the oldest. Dylan's the youngest. So what are you having for dinner tonight there, Recon? Taco Bell or Wendy's? I want a Reuben from Arby's. Oh, they make the best Reubens. I've been craving one for a while now. Yeah, Caitlin's the one who used to go shopping with me sometime at the group home. She'd come and help me out, and we'd usually stop at Taco Bell because she likes Taco Bell too. Pizza from Domino's, which sucks. Yes, it does. That'll teach you for going to Domino's. Next time, go to Pizza Hut. Yeah, we got some pizza from Domino's a couple of times. Wasn't crazy about it either time. And we got some of those meals that they have. I don't know what they call them, but they suck too. They were horrible. I'm really surprised Ken ain't on tonight. I hope he's okay. He rarely misses a night. Oh, they did make another KFC in Chiefland. It's about time. Popeyes. I like KFC better. Scratching a bingo, huh? Won't be done by the end of the stream. Yeah. Domino's for some reason, huh? Something different. Yeah, I like Little Caesars all right. They're square, but I actually like their pizza. The last couple times I got it anywhere, I liked it a lot better than Domino's. I'm not real crazy about chicken. I like fried chicken, all right. Um, I always liked KFC though, because I like their coleslaw and their mashed potatoes and gravy and whatever in the roll, whatever they give you for a meal. I think they have macaroni and cheese now too. It used to be fairly inexpensive to eat at KFC, but the last time I've been there, it was going up in price definitely too, quite a bit. Well, maybe it's because of different areas. I don't know. I remember having Little Caesars before, and I didn't like it, but The one here close by in Newbury, I actually liked. I don't know if it's because of the people working there just made it better or what, but I liked it a lot better than I did before. Oh, they added it to the Pizza Hut building, huh? Huh. My preference for pizza actually is Pizza Hut. They got some good home style type pizza in Newbury too, but in the next town over, it's not too bad. But I still like Pizza Hut better. I just do. I just always like Pizza Hut. I used to like to go there a lot when they had, like during lunch, you could just get a couple slices of pizza or whatever you wanted for pizza, like a buffet, and you could get a salad and whatever, and just go up and help yourself. I liked that a lot. That was great with me. And my wife liked it because she likes salads a lot. I didn't really care that much about the salad, but it was okay. Nope, never heard of a Davie, Florida. Must be real small. Of course, the towns next to me are really small, like Newbury and Trenton. They're both small towns. And most people have never heard of them. If I tell people I live in Trenton, they think I'm living in Trenton, New Jersey. There's a lot of little small towns in Florida. If you want people to know the general area you're in, you got to tell them one of the bigger cities, like Gainesville. Most people know where Gainesville is because it's the University of Florida, where the Gators play. Or if they don't know where Gainesville is, I just tell them 120 miles south of Jacksonville. Everybody's heard of Jacksonville. Or 60 miles north of Ocala, northwest of Ocala. I think Orlando is like 150 or 160 miles south. So where is Davie, Florida near? What big town? What big city? Let me guess. It's somewhere near Tampa or Clearwater or someplace like that. There's some towns in Florida, they're so small, they're not even on the map, hardly. Excuse me. Oh yeah, way north of Lake Okeechobee. I just Googled asking how many towns and cities were in Florida, and Google didn't know. That's a first. Maybe it's how I worded it. Okay, so it's about 411 towns and communities or whatever in Florida. So yeah, 411 of them. So yeah, it's kind of hard to remember them all. Like any state, I'm sure where you live is probably way more little towns than people have even heard of too. Like we don't really we our address is Trenton, but we live in a little place called Walker-Sassa Campsites. It's barely on the map, but it's actually right between Trenton and Newberry, Florida. About 5 miles to Newberry, 5 or 6 miles to Newberry, or 12 miles to Trenton. Two different counties though, Gilchrist and Alachua County, split in the middle there between this way and Newberry. But I think I can drive a mile up the road, and I'm out of Gilchrist County, and I'm in Alachua County. Don't take long. Ariana, my gosh, I can't believe it. How are you, sweetie? Good to see you. Yeah, you're up late, I see. How are you doing, and how is Cadence? You fall asleep before 10:30? Yeah, I don't blame you. You can actually watch the lives the next day too because they do post. Even though you can't be in the live, you can still watch them if you want to. But I just posted a neat little painting a couple of days ago for a fall scene. You should check it out. It's easy to do. You actually do it with tinfoil. You still gotta use a couple of little brushes, but and a knife, but um, it's pretty easy to do. And it's an acrylic, not oil. She's doing okay. That's good. Yeah, I've been concerned about both of you. We had some other people here, but they've already left for the night. Of course, it's been an hour, so I usually shut down by now, but um, that's okay. I can stay on for a while here. You did? Or you got acrylic, or you got oil too, or just acrylic? I've got, I think there's 4 or 5 acrylic paintings I did on here. If you look in my playlist, you look under acrylic, and you'll see a bunch of them. Acrylic is fine. Main thing is have a little. You may already know this, but use a spray bottle um, with water in it to keep your paint wet. just to mist it. In fact, I've got some how-to stuff in there for acrylic too. Yeah, I was serious when I said sometime we need to get you to come over and do a picture with me or something if you want. Trinity is coming down next month, I believe. Might be a nice time. My studio is not real big, but I can make enough room for us to cramp in a little bit and do a picture. In fact, this picture behind me here is acrylic. This is one of my paintings here behind me. The biggest thing about acrylic, sweetie, is it dries so fast. That's where it gets frustrating because you lose track of time while you're painting, and all of a sudden you realize, it's already dry, and you want to blend something into it. So you got to make sure you keep misting it just lightly. That's the biggest thing with acrylic, but you can get what's called a retardant to add to the paint, add a drop or two to the paint, and it makes it take longer to dry. I use that. It's a bit pricey. It's about $11 or $12 a bottle. Let's see, where is it? It's called Retarder. It's made by Golden Artist. See if I can get it up here so you can see it. It's a bit pricey. It might even be less than that now. You can get it at Home Depot. I'm not Home Depot, but Hobby Lobby or Michael's. But that bottle will last a long time. It only takes a drop. When you get some paint out on your palette, just put a drop in it and mix it up really good. Then you can take your time painting. What'd you think of the picture I did of your father? I don't think I saw you make a comment on it on Facebook, but I did it for Nana for her birthday. I'm lagging a lot tonight, that's for sure. Caitlin, did you finish eating yet? Save some of them ribs for Emery. Well, when you come over sometime, if you get a really good picture of them and send it to me in advance, I can do something with it that will help you paint it better. For one thing, turn it into grayscale, and we can actually print out a drawing of it that I can get done, and then you can paint it a lot easier. Oh, you've been done for 20 minutes? Okay. Yeah, I know you was hungry, so you probably woofed it right down, huh? Yeah, I'm sorry to hear about Brandon and his wife. I was really surprised. Our family's gone through a lot of it, even more than people know. Like, your great grandparents and everyone else. And my brother, which I don't know if you know, my brother died too. My brother Pat. And just one after the other. And my brother's wife died after that. Yeah, and the list goes on. I mean, there's a long list. Yeah, there's been a lot of people, not to mention, a lot of the clients that we lost over the last, you know, 7 or 8 years. We lost 4 of them that passed away. On top of that, a lot of aunts and uncles that have passed away. Ariana never even met, probably. Caitlin may not have even met them, like my Uncle Roland and other uncles that are up north. In fact, most of my grandkids don't even know all of the relatives they have. We have a lot of relatives up north. They do too. I mean, they just don't know them all. And we got a lot of relatives in, let's see, Massachusetts, some in Vermont, a lot of them in New Hampshire, probably some in Maine. I'm pretty sure you'll find some in Nova Scotia and New York and Georgia and California. We got relatives all over the place. I kept track of a lot of them for as long as I could, but there's still a lot that I don't even know. I've always kind of been the go-to person from a lot of the family, um, keeping track of other family members as much as I could, the ones that I knew. Oh, in Washington, we got relatives in Washington, D.C. too, Virginia, West Virginia. They're everywhere. And they've scattered out even more. They just keep scattering out. I actually did do a family tree years ago, but I'm finding out there's a lot of people missing in it. I got all the way back to like I think the late 1400s in that family tree, but I'm finding people that are missing, that aren't in there. Oops, somebody must have just left. Okay, Ariana, thanks for coming in. I really appreciate it, sweetie. Make sure you give us a thumbs up when you leave. Give the video a thumbs up. It helps a lot. So, good night and take care. And I hope you come in more. I'd love to see you come in some more. So, that's great. I'm really happy that you came in. I'll let Nan know that you came in too and say hello to her for you. We'll talk to you later. In fact, I was getting ready to shut down anyway, so I usually only go for an hour, but if someone special comes in, then I usually stay on later, or if we get a lot of people. So pass the word to your friends. It helps. Believe me, it does help. Maybe they'll come in and join us. So y'all have a good night. Y'all stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you all tomorrow night. We're on every night at 10:30 every night. So just hit that bell, and so you get all the notices. I love you too, sweetheart, and you take care. Love you too, Caitlin. You stay safe, and I'll probably see you probably soon, I imagine. Recon, have a good night, buddy. I appreciate you coming, as always, and have a good night. Take care, everyone. Good night.